Hi guys, welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai Charan. All right. Okay. So in this series of Docker, now in the last video we have been discussing about volume mapping, right? So I hope you guys got that, right? So we have not executed that. We'll do that now. So simple. It is all about data persistency. So meaning is though you lost the container which is running some of your one of your app, right? So it will have some data. That data will be in sync on another volume on the Docker host, meaning on the server, so that though the container is lost, the data is available safely in another location on the server. And now what happens is, now if I create a new container on the Docker host, I can map this particular volume which already have the application data to this container which will run our application. Okay, so data loss will not be there in this case. All right, fine. So this is the command. Let me explain. So docker run -v to create to map volume. So first path is path on your server which is on host. Second path is path on your container which is on containers. After that hyphen, it is not single hyphen name, then name of your container and image to be used for your container. All right, so let's execute this. So it is docker run. I'm noting down the command now. -v for volume mapping. So we'll do one thing. We'll run the container in detached mode. Hyphen D for detached mode. -v for volume mapping. Then I'm putting like on host, not no host, on host. All right, which is mapped to on container. So this is for your understanding I'm putting, right? So you should be able to get now that okay, the volume on the server is being mapped to the volume inside the container. So whatever data available here will be available here also. Whatever data which is created here will also be in sync with this the data which is available here on this particular path. All right, ideally these two paths will be in sync. All right, fine. Now hyphen name of your container and name of your image. All right, let's execute this. Go to server. See, let me show you one thing. Cd space slash on host, that is what the path on server you have given, right? See, if you see here, all right, it is not available, right? Now you see, just observe, it will be available soon. Yeah, let me copy this command, right click, paste, enter. So now perfect. If you see, if you give the same command now, it is available now, right? Because during this process it is created. Perfect. Now let's test this. All right, so now docker run -d volume v. This is volume on server, this is volume on container, hyphen name flag, name of the container, name of the image. So we got the container created. If you give docker ps, see, now you have your web container up from 26 seconds. Perfect. Now let's switch inside the container and see if on cont got created or not. So how you can use exec, you know exec, right? So docker exec -it. All right, and you can give the container name, and if you give bin bash, it will take you inside the container. See, now I'm inside the container 01c, and this is the container id, right? 01c. All right, perfect. Now if you give cd space slash on cont, it will be there automatically. So you give ls, it is not, there is no data available here, correct? Now give exit to switch to your server. So exit from the container and switch to your server. So now see the magic, right? So give ls, no data. Now inside the container also, inside that particular on count path also, the data was not there. Now I'm creating something here. Touch is the command to create a file on Linux platform. So touch space, maybe create a test.txt, right? TXT format, kind of that, right? Now if you give ls on your docker host, right, on host path, you have test.txt. So if this volumes are in sync, meaning if on host is in sync with on container inside the container, it should be definitely available. It means this particular file should be definitely available inside the container under this path for sure, because these two are in sync, right? So let's test that. All right, let's get onto the server again, I mean container again. So like this, right? Docker exec -it web container name and bin bash, enter. So now go to onconf, so cd space onconf, enter. Now if you give ls, this should come here definitely. Yeah, it is available. Yeah, perfect. Now we'll test from container also. Touch space maybe uh, file on cont, it is a file, right? Maybe text file, maybe. Yeah, enter. So now we have two files here, right? One is test.txt, another one is file on con.txt, which is just created now inside the container. Now give exit command to exit from the container. Now we are on host. If you give ls, that file also be available here. All right, fine. So this is how the volume mapping is done and the data persistency is maintained. All right, fine guys, thank you so much for the time. We'll see in another session on further topics.